not nervous, and today I'm nervous, so go figure. Hi everyone, I am Vanessa McWilliams, and let me just do my hair. Okay, I need to laugh. I am a motivational speaker and a life coach, and tonight I'm going to bear a little bit of my story that I don't usually share with most of my audiences. As you can tell, I am a bald girl. At the age of 9 years old, I was diagnosed with a disease called alopecia areata, and it's an autoimmune disease, basically meaning that my body attacks its awesome self. I like to talk to kids in schools, and anytime that they ever ask, what is alopecia? How does it work? Basically, the breakdown is when you get a cold, your body sends out little things that attack your sickness, whatever, and it basically makes you better. Well, my body does the exact same thing, except it doesn't like hair. So it basically attacks itself. The only crappy thing about my predicament, though, is that I don't have hair up here, but I got hair everywhere else. So thank you, God. That was a very awesome joke. Anyways, a little bit more serious. I'm nervous. So when I was 9 years old, I lost 80% of my hair. My mom found a bald spot on the back of my head doing my hair, getting ready for school one day. And within a year, 80% of my hair was gone. Now, at that age, we're trying to figure out who we are, where we fit into the world. And I was sent off to school feeling like a freak. I haven't cried in a really long time, so bear with me. My mom and dad didn't know what to do to help me. I didn't know anybody that was like me. I was sick, but I wasn't sick. Alopecia is completely unpredictable, so I had no answers. My parents were handed a pamphlet and said, good luck, as the doctor walked out trying to get to his tea time. I had to figure out my journey on my own, and at 9 years old, I lost my hair. At 10 years old, it was the first time I thought about killing myself. At 15 was the first time I found myself straddling the toilet, praying to God that every single Tylenol that I had just ingested an hour before finally came out, because I was having second thoughts and didn't want to leave my family. At 16, I tried it again. I had to be rushed to the hospital to get my stomach pumped. My parents don't even know that. The entire time I felt stupid. I didn't understand what was happening in school. I was constantly fidgeting. My brain never understood the lessons that we were doing. So on top of being the freak in school, I was also feeling stupid. I never felt good enough. I never felt like I was ever going to be something. At 22, I fell into postpartum depression when I had my first son. At 32, I was diagnosed with ADHD, ADD combination, and I finally had some answers. Really hard not to cry. So if I start, I'm not going to stop. I created a business a couple of years ago, about 9 years ago, called Confident Curls, which was a wig business. And I just was trying to hide. I was trying to grasp onto anything I possibly could to make myself feel normal and help other people, because I had had a really bad run-in with a wig shop owner who embarrassed me in front of a salon full of people as I walked out wearing a beautiful wig that actually, for the first time, made me feel beautiful. I wore wigs. I was addicted to wigs. I wore wigs for about 15 years. My husband, in 12 years, saw me twice by accident without my wig on. I slept in a wig, I swam in a wig, I gave birth to both of my babies in a wig. I was so ashamed of who I was, and I was at every cost I could to not let you see me. I got addicted to drugs when I was 16 years old, and I found myself on the streets downtown alone. And I wanted to hurt you before you could hurt me, and I was very, very good at it. One of the most common questions I get asked by people is, why are you so happy? How are you so confident? Because I know what it's like to feel dumb and ugly and stupid, and I don't ever want anybody that comes across my path to ever feel like that. Ever. I want to read you guys a letter that I wrote myself, and I didn't. A month ago, when Connie and I talked about doing this, I was like, I'm going to write out my presentation and I'm going to memorize it, and I had it memorized until 2 days ago, and ADHD was like, haha, sucker, not going to happen, and I forgot all of it. So I found this letter that I wrote to myself 5 years ago, and I'd like to share it with you because I think it sums up my journey pretty well. Dear 9-year-old me, you don't know who I am yet. You don't know that I exist. In your mind, I won't, because you won't let me. In your mind, that means pain, too many years of pain, but I'm compelled to write to you because you need to know what you are capable of. So many things. When you hear the word baldy, don't worry. Yes, it will hurt, it'll sting. Just know that this will ultimately be your greatest strength. You're going to endure hell, pure hell. But don't be afraid, you can do this. When you feel ugly, know that yes, you look different. People don't know how to react around different, but that's not your fault. That is their own thing to figure out. You don't need to feel any less than perfect because you are your own perfect. When you feel like giving up, please don't. Please know that this is a test and it will help create who you are meant to be. Rock bottom is a great place to start rebuilding your life. Take full advantage of it. When you look in the mirror, smile. Smile big. That smile is going to get you places. That smile is going to help ease many other people's fears. Smile big and smile often, and they're needed. When you're scared, take a deep breath and release it. Know that you are not given anything more than you can handle. Life is what you make it. Don't let scare be part of your vocabulary. When you start believing in yourself, don't stop. Start running. Run as fast as you can because, baby, when you start running ahead of your troubles and start running faster than life, you will create energy that cannot be stopped. When doubt creeps in, start running a little faster. When doubt creeps in again, scream. Scream until you get out all of your frustrations and start running again. When you are betrayed, don't worry. That's just God's way of taking out the trash. His way of getting rid of people who will hold you back. Most importantly, please listen because I know it's very hard to hear this. When you hear someone say you are beautiful, believe them. Know this is truth. Know that there will come a time in your life when all of the negativity will fall away and you will start to become a light to help others. And when this time comes, stop for a moment and look around. You'll be surrounded by other lights. These lights are called your family, your friends, and your mentors. These lights have been placed amidst your darkness to help lead you in the right direction. When you start following these lights, your dreams will reveal themselves. Dreams that you have thought would be impossible and you'd be too scared to do. Dreams that you aren't worthy of. Baby, you are so worthy. Dream big, bigger than you are comfortable with, because you will have opportunities to run, to hide, to shy away, but you won't. You have too much light, too many light sources around you to hide. Soon there will be no more darkness, only light, because you are your own light source. Embrace who you are because there are people, so many people who need you. Dear 9-year-old me, I love you. You are who I needed to be. You are my inspiration, you are my hero, and you are my hope. You will change so many lives by just being authentically you. You will inspire so many people by just showing up as God made you. Don't ever let anybody dull your shine. You've got this, and I'm right behind you. Love 35-year-old me. So the question I get asked most often when I do speeches and I do coaching and stuff is, why am I so happy? Because I lived my life for far too long in fear. Fear of who I am, fear of what people thought about me. And I refuse to let that get in my way any longer, because I think I have a greater mission than even I know. Because I'm here on earth to make a difference in what women and men and kids struggle with now, which is body positivity, body image, self-hate, everything. And I refuse to let anybody feel less than perfect, because we are all our own perfect. Thank you.